Hey y'all, welcome to this week's FOC show. For anyone who doesn't know, FOC is final order cutoff, and what that means is basically comic book stores have to order their books about 4 weeks in advance. Give or take, it kind of depends. DC's is a lot more on the money with it being 4 weeks ahead. Marvel, sometimes there's some books that we'll have to FOC that we won't see until like May, which is a little weird, but it happens. And final order cutoff is basically like your way that you can ensure that you get all your cool variants and stuff. You send us an email, thecollective@thecollectivecomics.com, or you reach out through Facebook Messenger or calling the store and you tell us what you want FOC'd for you, and you're guaranteed that we will have copies of that book. Hey Manny, how are you doing? How's your week been? But yeah, so to get started, I actually added, okay, so it's a new show. So there's going to be things added and removed as I go through. I'm starting with 3 things that you don't want to miss on FOC. That way, if you only have 5 minutes that you can watch, you know, it's here. Also, Manny, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope things get better. Hi, Gabe. But yeah, so I added a new segment. There's just 3 things you don't want to miss. I have one thing from DC, Marvel, and Independent. I might add or take some of that away, but this week, this is what it is. DC's thing you don't want to miss is Dark Knights of Steel, The Gathering Storm. And I'm saying you don't want to miss this because it's my favorite book, easily my favorite series, and the number ones and stuff are completely sold out, unorderable. You can't really find them anywhere. So this is a collected edition of 1 through 3, so it'll get you caught up to current, and then you can put it on your sub and start getting 4 through 12 because it's a 12-issue miniseries. But this cover is actually an exclusive that Yasmin Petrie did for this collection. It's going to be retailing at $6.99, which is actually cheaper than if you bought all 3 issues separately. Or if you're a collector and you already have all 3 issues and just want to like get the collected edition for the exclusive art cover, totally something you could do. Probably what I'm going to do. Sick cover. I really like the way that it highlights all 3 of them. Hi, Brendan. Also, do you have sticky notes? I forgot to bring those in here with me.
Let me go get sticky notes. I was
Thank
going back
you.
to see what you needed.
I need sticky notes. Roberto, I will put you down for one as soon as I have sticky notes. Also, hi DC. Thank you for watching. You kept true to your word. But, we're waiting for Brendan with the sticky notes. I'm going to move on to the Marvel thing that you don't want to miss, which is Devil's Reign Moon Knight. I'm going to assume that it's going to be a 3-issue tie-in, because a lot of the Devil's Reign ones have been. I brought a pen. I forgot a sticky note, though. Oh, and you brought me more pens.
I did, just in case we needed it.
I appreciate it. Also,
do we know what a final order cutoff is?
It is 4 weeks in advance when comic book stores have to order their new comics.
That's what FOC stands for.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But Devil's Reign Moon Knight, I'm going to assume it's going to be a 3-issue miniseries, but Moon Knight's been popping lately. It's something that sells off the wall pretty much immediately. So if you want Devil's Reign Moon Knight #1, it is a great idea to either add it to your sub or FOC it to guarantee that you get the book.
It's a Francis Hugh cover. No,
Is
go
it?
ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The third thing that you don't want to miss this week is from Boom. It is the Something is Killing the Children Deluxe slipcase hardcover book. And this is important because it's just a really cool slipcase. The first edition looked sick. This one is getting an exclusive color foil treatment kind of thing, which the first edition didn't have. And I think it's going to look cool if the teeth like color shift, like all rainbows.
Yeah, the others disappeared quick, so.
They did disappear quick. That was one of our giveaway prizes, right?
We did a giveaway.
Didn't Manny get it? It's the giveaway prize? Manny, was this your giveaway prize at the membership party?
He may have.
You should get the second one, too. But another reminder to separate off just the rest of the FOC stuff from the things that you want to do. Send your FOC request to thecollective@thecollectivecomics.com. Easiest way to get your cool variants. But otherwise, we're starting with DC. Aquaman #1 is going to be starting soon. It's Arthur. I almost said author. He's not the author. Arthur Curry and Jackson Hyde are teaming up and being Aquaman, plural. That's why it's plural. But it's starting at issue 1. It's going to be a continuation of the Deep Target and Black Manta because those are both ending. So this is going to continue
Is it
on with
because
that.
there's Batman or there's Robins and there's Batgirls and now we have to have
Aquaman.
Aquamans?
Obvious. Aquamans. That's what they should have named
Aquamans.
it. It has more than these two covers, though. These are the other two. I actually really like the C cover. If you look in the background, it has little sharks. Isn't that adorable?
Oh, sharks. Yeah,
It's very
sharks
cute.
are fun.
It is. Nick Robles in general just does sick covers, so I enjoy his art a lot. But another trade, Challenge of the Super Sons. This isn't the whole collection because I think it's like a 14-issue series, but this is about half of it.
I thought it was a 12-issue series,
Might
which
have
is
been
odd
12.
that they were putting 7.
I Googled, and Google gave me a lot of different answers as I was
There's
preparing.
been a lot of
this.
different Super Sons.
There has
Yeah,
been. It might have been something like annuals too that isn't included in the actual issue count, but they might be
They
putting
do
in the
that.
trade.
So they might do that on the next one.
I had to do some digging to find out what was even in this trade specifically. It didn't say it on Lunar or anything, but I did figure out it is 1 through 7. Also, yes, Daryl, I can put you down for it. But as I do this, DC versus Vampires number 5. The reason I put this on here is because it's not a new series or anything, but the covers in general are just so good. Francisco Mattina actually does the variants for DC versus Vampires and Task Force C. At least this week. I know he's doing Task Force C, but he has done all the DC versus Vampires variants. I love his variants. The one for number 4, the Wonder Woman one, was super sick, sold out very fast. So if this is something you're interested in, definitely FOC it and special request it. So it's a really good book. And it's really good covers in general. Like the A cover is even really sick. I have all the A covers, but I know like Gabriel Acevedo and stuff likes his variants.
The Matinas
See, I knew
are nice.
he asked for cover B. I knew it.
Of course, see.
Super Sons. Also, Gabe, it's nice to have you watching live. You normally catch the VOD later. Bam. So next is Harley Quinn number 12, which I also put on here because the variant is very cool. This is another one that we sell out of pretty quick off the wall. People love their Harley. So if this is something you're interested in, something you want, definitely FOC it.
Isn't that odd? We're 12 issues in and all the Derek 2 issues continue to sell out. Do we just, no matter what we order, they're selling out?
Doesn't matter what. We could order 100.
We're going to order
still
600 of it this time and see if we have any left after that.
There's going to be like 700 of them just on the wall, but they're not going to be on the wall because they're going to sell out because people love Derek Chew. It's a cool cover though.
Very nice.
Robin number 11. This is probably going to be something I FOC, and I put it on here because also, yes, Gabe, you can have a B. But I put this one on here because Talia is on the variant. And Talia does not get a lot of cover love, I feel like, typically. And she's a cool character. People love League of Assassins. I love League of Assassins. I'm probably FOCing this cover. Haven't read a single Robin book. I will once the trades come in because I FOC'd that. I sent an email to the collective at the Collective Comics, and then I watched Danny add one to the order for me. But it's such a pretty cover, and she's in the white. And Shadow War is starting soon, which is a tie-in of Deathstroke, Robin, and Batman, or Deathstroke Inc., Robin, and Batman. And it has a lot to do with the League and stuff, as the Robin series has, because obviously he is the child of them. But also, Daryl, fun fact, Harley Quinn New 52 was actually what got me into comic books. That was the first full comic run I read.
Yeah, the New 52 was huge.
It was really good.
It was on in September. And Septembers are generally slow months. And then DC New 52 hit. And I was like,
not a slow
everything
month
blew
anymore. Task Force C number 5, another Francesco Mantina. That's the reason that I put it on here, because it's a really cool cover. I like it a lot more than some of the other Task Force C variants that we've seen so far.
cover.
It is. You can tell too, because it's a horror realism. Mm-hmm. I like the A cover a lot too. This is just in general a really good story, and we have issues 1 through 4, 4 being the one that just came out this last Wednesday. Highly recommend it to anyone that likes a zombie story. It's super cool. Super good story. If you like Jason Todd, they knock him out of the park. His characterization is beautiful in this. But going into Marvel...
Do we have Flashpoint coming out? Corinne is asking about Flashpoint.
Flashpoint...
That's not on this FOC.
It's not on this FOC. It was in DC previews this week. It's called like Flashpoint something, and it's not like the Flashpoint.
Right.
It's like a new Flashpoint.
It's the next Flashpoint.
It's the next
because they're going to be
Flashpoint.
making movies about it.
They are.
So they could have it in there.
You're going to get rid of Snyder's first.
Look at all the Fantastic Four.
Oh, that's not even all of them. That's 3 of them. I put Fantastic Four 41 on here, though, because it has a X-Gwen variant, which I always try to include on here, because those are definitely the types of things that you're going to want to FOC, especially because some other Central Florida comic stores will not be carrying the X-Gwen variants.
I don't know why. That doesn't make sense. I'm sure, well, we're always going to carry them. We carry the variants, right?
We do.
You probably just want to say, I want those variants.
Yeah, you definitely want to put your orders in. We actually went back once we figured out that it was going to be something that wasn't going to be super carried, and we upped our numbers. So there will definitely be some on the wall. But I feel like every time I say that, it sells out. Like, I thought we would still have She-Hulk #1s on the wall with
and
the
it's
numbers.
gone by 11 o'clock on Wednesday.
Yep, immediately. Even one per customer. It's just gone. But, where'd it go? Those are all the Fantastic Four covers. Never mind. I'm thinking later down the line. Second prints, Hulk #3, sold out last week pretty much immediately because it is a key. And this is the second print of that key. But the reason that it was a key is because it was the first cameo appearance of a new Hulk Knoll. As you guys know, Donny Cates introduced Knoll into Venom, and it ended up being a huge deal. So, and this is like Key Collector. That's what Key Collector said about this. So I'm not even paraphrasing.
So the Wolverine, that was the cover that sold out too. So at least they're reprinting the one with the Wolverine cover too. The old classic Wolverine.
Also, Roberto, I got you for the Fantastic Four X-Gwen. Moon Knight #9. I include this on here for a few reasons. 1, variants are sick. 2, Moon Knight in general has just been selling off the wall. Even before that trailer came out, it was selling off the wall pretty much immediately. Now that the trailer's out, it sells off the wall pretty much immediately. And then we have a bunch of people that want it that we don't have it for because it's sold off the wall. So definitely something you want to FOC. There is a Carnage Forever variant, which I don't know if these have been existing, but there were a few of them on Marvel's FOC this week. So I'm assuming it's like a new kind of X-Gwen situation.
Well, they had the Venomized covers and they had those others, but this is all right. Carnage Forever. Here we go.
I like the Simmons variant a lot though, with the moon and the blue. I think it's very pretty. Spider-Woman #20. This has a second slide of covers, and I know that because I remember the Momoko variant very specifically because I think it is a beautiful variant. Though if I had a spider on my face like that, I think I would freak out.
Not if you're a Spider-Woman.
Also, Brandon, I'm putting you down for the Moon Knights.
All right. But what about the Spider-Woman? Who's getting the Spider-Woman? Oh, look at that. And we got a Gwen Spider-Woman too. That's a nice Spider-Woman.
It's beautiful. That's Silver Surfer, right? That's supposed to be Silver Surfer.
It's supposed to be something. Well, it's Gwen pretending she's Silver Surfer. Maybe it's Iceman Gwen.
It might be. It's supposed to be X-Men.
Yeah,
Is
so it's
Iceman
like an
an
Iceman.
X-Men?
That's a nice thing. Yeah. You know, they are both kind of silvery. So.
Also, Gabe, I got you for the Hulk.
UTC people don't know the difference between Silver Surfer and Iceman.
What was it last week? I forgot who it was. I think it was I think it was Roberto last week too. Roberto, is it you that Danny kept not knowing which Gwen? Me and Danny last week were so bad on the X-Gwens.
Thank you. Yes, good thing we've got a crowd that knows. Is there a Scotty Young Spider-Woman? I didn't see.
I didn't think. No, there is not a Scotty Young Spider-Woman. There is going to be a Scotty Strange #1, which I'm getting ready to show though. But there wasn't a Spider-Woman, which missed opportunity. They should have Scotty Young do a cover for every single book because his covers are pretty cool. But Strange #1, there's the Scotty Young. I knew it was there. This is a new series that's going to be starting. It is about Clea. I don't know how to say her name, but it was Gwen Gambit. He couldn't tell it was Gambit on one of them.
Oh my goodness. So I'm glad I'm here, right?
Yeah.
That's why I have to come back so I can tell people who the X-Men are.
I need a Marvel co-host. I'm accepting applications. Please include that in your FOC email when you place your orders. But I got you down, Brandon. this is going to be a series about, obviously, in Death of Doctor Strange. Sorry about spoilers. If you haven't read it, maybe mute the stream for a few seconds. But he's dead.
Well, that was the title of the book.
You'd be shocked.
The Death of Doctor Strange. It'd be like saying, hey, we got the wedding of Batman and then not getting married.
It's almost like they've done
almost
that
like
before.
It'd be like Tom Brady saying he's retiring, but then not retiring. He's actually going to come back and play another year.
Not spoilers for Rebirth, Roberto. No one cared about Rebirth anyways. We can talk about the wedding. But his wife becomes the Sorcerer Supreme of Earth because he is dead. She does not remember. Actually, I don't know for this continuation specifically, but typically the lore, never say I don't know anything about Marvel again. He had to save the world, and the turnabout for that was that she forgot every memory of their relationship. So I don't know if that's something they're going to play on in this series specifically, but the covers are super cool. There's another page of covers. I really like the J. Scott Campbell, the Art Germ. There's another Carnage Forever variant. And this one, personally, my favorite, the Frank Brunner Hidden Gem variant. I love this cover. That's why I gave it its own slide. This was bias. I do not normally do bias. This is bias.
Do we have to order 500 or 1,000 to get the hidden gem?
It's open order.
How can it be a hidden gem variant if it's open order?
I actually Googled this because I was like, is this open order? Like this, I guess, what hidden gem variant means is that...
It means usually 1 in 100 or 1 in 200 or something like that.
Is it really?
Yeah. On those.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I mean, that's what hidden gems usually are.
Suddenly I'm doubting if this was open. Maybe I just read wrong.
I'll check.
We'll update about whether this is open order or not. When I Googled it, I was told that hidden gem meant that it was a cover that was drafted and then never actually came out, so then they use it later.
Well, you keep going. I'll let you know.
Brendan's going to check on this because now I'm worried. But I like this cover. If we have to order 100 of it, so be it. While he is looking for that, I'm just going to keep on going because there were quite a few things on this FOC presentation. Also, Gabe, I'll put you down for it. I'll keep you updated about whether this is real or not. But this Strange Academy number 15 is getting a second print. This was another key. The reason it was a key is because it's Gaslamp's first cover appearance. The difference between this reprint and the first print is just some coloration in the background. Before it had like a grayish background in the first print. This one has a pinkish background. I honestly like this one more, but still has Gaslight on the cover, so it still has that key value that it had before. Also, DC, you're so right. It's so cool. I freaked out upon seeing it last night. Another second print, Venom number 4, another thing that sold out off the wall. This one was key for a few reasons. It was the debut of the new Venom emblem, which was minor key type of thing, but it's also some appearances. I want to say first appearances, but I guess technically it's a second cameo appearance for Bedlam, and a first appearance of Carson as Spearhead. So lots of reasons to pick this up if you haven't already. Another number 1 that's starting is from Marvel's What If. It's What If Miles Morales, and this is about him becoming Captain America. So, what would happen in the Marvel universe if Miles Morales was Captain America instead of Spider-Man? This has a few different covers. One of the ones... Also, DC, I'm putting you down for it. But the Stelfreeze did not have a picture. That's why I do not have a picture for it, but it does exist. I said this last time, but I'll say it again. I like including it here, even if it doesn't have an image yet. Is it open order?
No.
Aha! So, it is not open order.
But it gets better. That one, the Brunner variant, is a hidden gem, 1 in 100 copies. Jesus. So we may have one of those for somebody. The Art Germ version is 1 in 200, and...
No. Are you sure that's not the
open order? Those are not the Virgin ones.
Okay.
But those are ones that open order they get. The Campbell Virgin one is like a 1 in 500. So we probably won't be seeing those. But
also, you want the first 3 of Strange, right, Daryl? So these three are open order.
So is the Art Germ and so is the Campbell. Yep.
What about the Carnage Forever? No, wait, that's not open order, right?
Yeah, I think it is.
It definitely has to be.
Yeah.
Okay, so
500. If anybody wants to order 500 of Strange,
let us
number
know.
one, we'll get you that copy at cover price.
Yeah, I wish I made it more clear when things were and were not. That's the first time I've done that, though. I'm pretty proud of myself that I haven't done that anyways. Ignore that slide. Here are the first three for Miles Daryl. I like these covers. They're pretty sick in general. This is what if Miles Morales became Captain America.
Nice.
The incentive for this is actually really cool. Manny, there was a Scotty for Strange #1. It had a Scotty, and I think that was the only Scotty so far. This one didn't have a Scotty, right? No Scotty here. But cool covers. I really like the Coelho variant with him actually like in a Miles suit that's Captain America-y with the shield. Very sick. So yes, Daryl, I'm writing you down for that now.
All right.
Also, Manny, you will probably have Scotty in your box anyways, because I know Danny pulls the Scotties for you because he knows that you like them. Next on the presentation, X-Men #9. This one is interesting because there are a lot of covers, but very few of them had images, full transparency. So these two had images. I really like the Stormbreakers variant. I like the sky kind of thing. I like skies in general. If you put a sky on your cover, also, Daryl, I have you down for the E as well.
That's where it goes. The sky on the cover.
Yeah.
Oh, that's got a sky.
Yeah. I mean, look at it.
Sky. Do you need something in the sky or just a sky?
Just a sky. A night sky. The Superwoman girl, or the Super Girl Woman of Tomorrow, or whatever it was called, the 8 miniseries.
Was she on the cover?
She was on the cover. Or no, she had a lot of skies. They're skies.
All right.
These are more X-Men covers that did not have images.
Look at that trading card variant.
Right? Look at the Carnage Forever variant.
Oh, that's going to be a good one.
These are amazing. The promo variant.
And I mean, it takes him a day to do a cover. Why don't they have that?
I mean, yeah. Anyways, just putting these up here once again. So if you really like the artist, you can order it. It's a little bit of a gamble. But if you like the artist, you like the artist. I'm not going to stop you.
This will be the one that blows up the night before. Why didn't we order that cover? We'll be like, nobody ordered it because we couldn't see it.
Yeah. And Danny does order lower on things without images, which I know he does because I watch him do FOC.
Well, the industry does too.
No, I know he does.
Just says, I haven't seen the cover, so I'm not going to see it. Unless you really like whoever
Ron Lim.
Yeah.
Or Carnage Forever. So going into the Independence Gunslinger Spawn #5. I put this one up here because I just honestly really liked the covers. And normally we order enough of these to have a few on the wall. But if you have... Also, yes, Manny, you totally can.
But it's getting up to #5 right now. So while it's getting on #5, those numbers kind of start to level off. And then we start ordering it. So something... But Spawn is always one of those books that sells off the stand. So it's kind of an odd book. It's kind of a hard one to gauge. So.
It is, especially because like King Spawn, this isn't necessarily how it goes, but one Spawn series can sell better than like another Spawn series. So then it's like, how much should we order of this other Spawn series? It gets very confusing. There's about 4 Spawn series going on at any moment.
It's just set up for failure.
For real. So Gabe, I got you down.
All right. And now
Saga #56. There's only one cover for this one. I put it up here specifically to remind you guys that if you picked up issue 55, which is a great entry point if you want to get into Saga and haven't picked it up already, you should. It's the first issue coming off of hiatus. But if you picked it up and you liked it, make sure you add it to your sub moving forward.
Because it's only gone for a year.
Getting. Yeah,
right? It was only gone for 3.5 years, but what's a
who's
year?
counting, you know?
What's a year?
But I don't know. The covers are pretty. The story's great. It's a bestseller for a reason. People love it. It's off hiatus. Join the hype train. Step by Bloody Step #1. This one I put on here because I was really intrigued by it. It is completely textless. There is not a single word of text in this entire book. The whole premise is that it's a little girl being guided by a monster through a fantasy post-apocalyptic world. So they are not really communicating because obviously they kind of can't, and it just kind of adds to the mood that it's textless. But this seems like a super interesting book. The covers look beautiful. The solicitation was really good for like being a textless book. I am hesitantly recommending this because I have not seen it, but I will probably be picking it up because I'm very interested. But I thought it was going to be a horror book at first because Step by Bloody Step, like that sounds murdery. It is not. It is a fantasy post-apocalyptic thing with like bandits and torn down like castles and towers and stuff. But seems really cool. Next is Star Trek Klingons One Shot. This is just a one shot about the aliens in Star Trek. It goes into some of the
We could call them Klingons. I mean, for those of you who don't know what a Klingon is, they're the aliens in Star Trek.
They are. I mean, look at them. They look like Star Trek aliens, surely. I'm personally more of a Star Wars person, so I'm probably slandering all kinds of people right now. But it's a one-shot if you want to pick it up if you like Star Trek. Easy read. It is a $7.99 book, so it's not going to be like your typical off-the-stand $3.99 book, but you don't have to buy a million issues. Also, the last Star Trek one-shot that came out was like a weird like vinyl material, right?
Yeah, it was the Picard. That's the one that the Klingons advertise on their planet as the aliens of Star Trek. Picard.
But this is probably going to be a nice material, is the point, because the last one was
It's written
too.
in Klingon, so have fun reading that.
They should actually do a book like that. Yeah, it is double stuffed. I do remember that, Daryl.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely worth the $7.99, and it's not $79. Or not $79. It's not $7.99 for no reason. Next on the list is Transformers Wars on #1. This is a companion series to Beast Wars that's already out. So if you're reading Beast Wars and if you like Beast Wars, you definitely want to pick up War's End. And this is another one that you maybe want to FOC to guarantee that you get it, because we will definitely have a few for the wall. But we don't have a like ton of Transformers people in general in store, and the Transformers people we do have are sub to it, so it's easy to just drop it in their box. But if you're interested, if you've been reading Beast Wars off the wall, definitely put yourself down on the FOC. And this one I also added because #1 came out this week. We still have some in store if you want to come flip through it. It's a good Usagi entry point. It's a reprint of The Lone Kite, I believe, but it's a reprint of one of the old Usagi stories. If you picked up #1 and you liked it, add it to your sub and you can keep getting the stories. But I love the art style of this book. I was flipping through it. I think, DC, if you're still watching, I was flipping through your copy before I put it on hold for you. But it's a really cute book. It's a little bunny going on adventures, but it's like a karate bunny
and he knows karate.
With a sword. So a fun one for sure. But those are all the books on the show. Just a reminder to put in your request, email the collective at thecollectivecomics.com. Best way to guarantee your books. Promise you, you will not regret putting in an FOC order, because then you don't miss out on your variants. Also, DC, I think it's monthly, which is why we'll probably see it on FOC every week, but that's because FOC is done
3 weeks.
3 weeks in advance.
This is the stuff coming out. It'll be like next week.
Yeah.
Because by the time they'll say, oh yeah, I ordered that last week and 2 other books since then.
Yeah, definitely put your requests in. FOC is good.
Hey, what else we got going on? So Mondays we've got Danny's Spotlight show. That's going on Mondays. And then on Tuesdays, Brenna and Danny come on the show and talk about the stuff that's actually came out on Tuesday, which is DC, and then all of the independents and the Marvels that are going to be hitting on Wednesday. So it's a good chance to grab things and get them in your box before they sell out on the wall.
We also have Modern on Monday, as DC said, for Magic the Gathering. So if you play Magic the Gathering, definitely come out for Modern. That's DC's favorite day of the week. But yeah. Do you have
and Commander.
You want to say?
No, we just wrapped up a really cool Flesh and Blood tournament. We've got some new Magic coming out. We got Pokemon pre-releases and Magic pre-releases coming up next month. So
stay following us.
A lot of good stuff.
I will definitely be doing some promotion for those things.
Thanks for ordering.
Yeah.
It validates all the time that Brenna puts into this.
I do like making the presentations. It also makes sure you get your variants, which is the most important part of a comic collector's lifespan. So
All right, just so you know, our computer says it's 47 degrees and sunny. So there we go.
Oh my God,
So-
it does.
So that's not so bad, right? Oh,
Yeah, what would be bad about that? But have a good day, y'all.
have a great weekend.